good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So I wanted to talk about a good antagonist, and I wanted to talk about what makes a good antagonist. Now I'm going to be going on a little bit of analyzing like characters or things like that. But here's my definition of a good antagonist. A good antagonist is an antagonist that will make you think, that will make you sit down and go like, you will hate yourself while reading this one because you agree with some of the stuff that the antagonist says. You know the antagonist is bad. You know that the person is evil. You know that the person is definitely not a good person. Yes, this person is the antagonist, and yet you're agreeing with everything they're saying. And the logic that comes from that antagonist is just diabolical. And you're sitting there going like, but if you do a lot of that for an antagonist, kudos to that author. You just created a chef's kiss of an antagonist, because that's the antagonist I want. That's the type of antagonist I look at, and this is the type of antagonist that I love reading. I hate antagonists that have tragic backstories. No, give me an antagonist with a good backstory, with a backstory that is like sitting down going like, but how? Why? And it's like you don't have any logical thing except for the fact that this person is purely evil for the sake of it. Give me an antagonist that's for the sake of it. That's evil for the sake of it. Not evil because they have a tragic backstory and therefore they became evil, or they have this like genuine agenda against a specific person or a specific. No, give me an antagonist that's evil for being evil. Give me an antagonist that's willing to do horrible crap, and you're sitting down there going like, I hate the fact that he's doing that or she's doing that. But boy, does that make the hero make an antagonist to the point where the hero can't do a thing about it. The hero cannot, due to their own set of laws. An antagonist that uses the hero's very law against them. Love those antagonists. Give me an antagonist like that. It drives me insane. It drives me insane when I see antagonists that are like, they have so much potential, but just because the one fact that they decided to, just decide to like basically, give them a tragic backstory, or make them like these monologue type antagonists that just talk to themselves and talk about how they're gonna do this. No, don't tell me what they're planning to do. Don't tell me. Just surprise me. Give me that antagonist. There's a current manhwa that I'm reading currently that is called it's basically called the Saving My Daughter. Okay. So the first chapter ever is this person is fighting, and they're fighting the final boss, and the final boss is his daughter. And if it's the typical just he dies and he goes back in time and he's trying to save. But here's the lovely thing about it. This one is, you already know what's going to happen to the daughter, so his entire thing is trying to stop, quote unquote, the tragedy that happens, that stops his, like, that makes his daughter into a final boss, into like this final boss. And during him trying to stop that, he acquires one of the items that she acquires, and he's like, I'm just gonna keep this item with me because this item is like, I don't think this item is gonna do it has harmed her. And he's starting to realize in the chapter that I'm currently reading why that item is just very powerful yet very dangerous, because it's literally writes to him, gnaws at your humanity. And the moment I read that, I was like, dang! I'm like, thank you for giving me something that is actually awesome, because now I'm excited to see, because they just introduced the antagonists without introducing the antagonist. And I'm like, wow, I love this. So please give me an antagonist like that. Thank you. Bye-bye.